This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, 50 has, kind of responded to Bleu Davinci on behalf of Little Meech, the BMF series and everything, because Bleu Davinci is very scared that he's going to be portrayed in this series as a snitch, right? Because a lot of people say he cooperated because I think if I'm correct, his lawyer wrote a book saying he was willing to cooperate, but he had nothing to offer. They already had all the information that he had because he was a rapper on BMF. He was a rapper, and he's good. Yo, listen, I love the videos he dropped. I was into it. I think we all were when you're watching the Smack DVDs. This guy, Bleu Davinci, around these guys, it's something real. This is why everybody bought into Jeezy. Jeezy was around this. He wasn't one of the rappers, but he was around it, and it was crazy. Nobody's ever done anything like this before, people have done it, but not like this, this is, so anyways, I was rewatching the Dexter Sosa, Hussey interviews, right? And he's kind of breaking everything down. And he's like, this guy was a rapper. He didn't really know that much. Like, he clicked up because it was like free lunch, and no disrespect to Bleu Davinci, but it's like, Wack 100 was caping for Bleu Davinci these past couple of days because he's friends with him, but like not really like knowing what's going on out here. Like, yeah, you're saying he's not a snitch and everything, but it's like, really don't get in the middle of this because Bleu Davinci's trying to. There's some insecurity there. Where he feels like now 50 for sure is going to write that in, and Little Meech and them, because Little Meech isn't writing it, but it's like, how do you think Big Meech feels? He's in jail, right? He's been in jail for the past 16 years. His son is benefiting from this. He's playing him. His own son is, what an honor for his own son to play him in a series, right? And Bleu Davinci's trying to like, yeah, he's bringing attention to it, and I'm sure 50's like, talk to him like, yo, don't worry about it. It's just write a nice letter, don't go at him. Don't make it any worse than it is, Plus, 50 and everybody wants Bleu Davinci to come home in a couple years, right? So he writes this letter. We went over this, talking about going back and forth with his son about the episodes. Talks about the positive vibes he's on. He loves 50 for helping him make everything finally legitimizing everything with BMF. He never owed us anything but gave us everything. Really awesome because nobody was trying to help. Big Meech knew everybody. Everybody in Atlanta. He knew everybody. He knew all the big rappers around everywhere. Nobody tried to help legitimize him. Like you see I'm not going to say the labels. The labels that were funded by the streets and became labels, There's plenty of them, okay? And nobody did that for Meech for some reason. Nobody gave him the keys to get in the game. But 50's doing that with this show. Now, how did 50 get the rights to the show? Because that was a big thing that Wack 100 put up from Bleu Davinci. Bleu Davinci since erased this message since Big Meech put out that letter to 50 and everything. But what really happened to get the rights to this show, BMF series, was owned by another production company prior to 50 owning it. You have like 6 years to make the show. What's the guy's name? He's the guy behind the Tupac movie, right? He produces for Snoop Dogg and stuff. But I remember being in his office in 2010, and he had the rights to BMF series. Him and his production crew did. And they also had the rights to the Tupac movie. That they made happen, but they couldn't get this BMF series off the road. 50 went back and forth with this guy about the series. 50 Cent versus producer BMF series. Tupac movie. I forget his name. Anyways, yeah, I'm not going to be able to just Google and find... LT Hutton. That's his name. There it is. He goes in on producer LT Hutton. This is back in 2016 when he just got the rights. 50 acquired the rights for this. And he goes back and forth with LT Hutton. He says, this MC Hammer looking guy. Now, LT Hutton's a good guy. They just had some bad ideas. He said, you're running around talking crazy because I'm doing the BMF series. Now you got everything to say. When you see me, I don't want to hear nothing. I'll run into you. That was not a good idea. This is the guy who did the All Eyes on Me biopic. And they were distracted with that enough and couldn't do this. So their time expired on the rights, and 50 acquired the rights. I'm sure it comes attached with some other people that own the stuff and everything. But Wack 100 caping for this and he knows LT Hutton. Wack 100 for sure knows LT Hutton and knows the history on this. And it has nothing to do with 50. It's something that happened prior to everything, So I'm glad 50's doing it because it's a good, man. J-Bo, this was a high-ranking member in BMF. The high-ranking members in BMF know Bleu Davinci's more like a rapper, and like he's not like a serious figure, When you're around something like a BMF or something, if you don't get picked up and do some time or something, like if you're directly involved, Jeezy was not directly involved. He was affiliated, right? It's like, it would be like Fabulous getting picked up for it if Jeezy got picked up for it because they mess with Fabulous hard too. J-Bo is a high-ranking member, and they clown Bleu Davinci for voicing his opinion on everything, when he could have done it privately. But I guess it's good for ratings. Now, and Big U has very critical of Wack 100 getting in the middle of a lot of stuff like this. He says, I don't agree with his approach on everything. But, it's just summing all this up. That, Bleu Davinci was a rapper, and he even in court said, I never knew anything. I didn't know these guys were moving this and that. I'm sure that, Dexter said that was false. He knew everything. But, wouldn't you say the same thing if you're facing 20 years, Anyways, just wanted to start off the day with that. We'll get to new news around 11:30. It's Jordan Tower JT News. Smash that like button. Peace.